too.
Those trees are 50,000. So does this F-86, but this was not available at that time. We have the one with the big engine.
Didn't the Australians take the F-86 after the war and they put a great big engine in it or something and boosted it way up? This is the one that John helped design, this one right here. That's he worked.
It was pretty fast. The P-50, A model P-51.
Look in here, Daddy. They opened this up so you could see what it looks inside.
That little bar thing comes down for a step. And get up in it. These are very poor single engine. You've got to be up to 140 or better to be safe. So we kind of, out at the ranch we'd fly it once in a while, but in here there's no place to get down. We don't have anybody qualified enough. If something went wrong, we'd be in trouble.
These are kind of, well, these came quite a bit later than the B-25, didn't they? Was the B-25 before that? This was quite a bit better.
Much 400 miles an hour.
Than the B-25.
And the A model P-51 couldn't catch it. So the guns, we only had 2 guns above and 2 below that worked out the back. They couldn't fire forward. And the guy sat forward through a mirror system and shot.
Hey, Daddy, come look at this one over here.
Okay, just a minute.
The Germans said they had a lot of fun with shooting these down, but that's not true. The A-20, it was slower.
Yeah.
They should soon go.
When did this one come out in time? It didn't really get built and was made large in numbers as those other ones did.
I was there in 43 and we were building them. In 44 they really got them out in numbers. But also the German Air Force was going downhill.
And then Martin had the one, what was theirs? The
B-26.
B-26, yeah. Yeah, that's the most famous.
Go around the ropes there and climb up in it. Or let's go get the door down.
That's the most famous airliner.
It's more fun to fly because you can't get hurt.
Yeah. This is the first real airliner that made it practical for people to travel in airplanes. Before that, it was just kind of something that people do for fun, but once they came out with this, then they could really...
Look at this. They took this out of a plane.
Yeah.
Anytime you want to.
Sure.
Oh yeah, because all these planes do this.
Come on.
I mean.
See, you got a bathroom there. See that little door?
That's good. Neat. Look at that cockpit over there.
Yeah, look, he's got the seats all reupholstered. This is just like it was when it was brand new when they first flew them.
Let me see if I can turn on the light.
You can go up here and see what the cockpit looked like. Here's where they put the baggage, some of the baggage.
Baggage? Oh, neat. I wonder why they had to put a plastic thing right here.
Well, because they don't want people to get up there and they might turn on some switch that they're not supposed to. Look, the lights came on.
This is neat. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you turn these on and work them, or?
We've got the other one locked ready, the link trainer. This one's ready. The other, the power supply is here somewhere for where the instructor says to give you all of the emergency procedures.
One of our glider guys up in Fresno was in that Air National Guard there at Fresno, and they were flying the F-106 till not too long ago, and he took us up there and we got to sit in a simulator, you know, and try to fly it. You couldn't fly that thing. It was just like you said with that. You fly it with the trim, and he'd sit there and fly it with the trim, just like what you said. He had a little button up there, four-way kind of a trim.
If you ever jerk the stick back, you get 12 Gs. It'll knock you out.
Got two little mammals.
That's what, you know, and I tried to fly it, and as soon as I got it, I mean, I was, the artificial horizon was going like
Sure. We use the F-16 simulator up at Holloman just above here because
those simulators are a lot better now too, because they got the graphics, and this one you couldn't, all you could fly was the instruments. I mean, it didn't look like you were really seeing any terrain going by, because it was probably built back in the 50s. I think the simulator came with the airplane. That's a heck of an airplane, man. Wow.
We paid $300,000 with 4 brand new engines for it. There's one of them sitting there. And a whole bunch of parts. We've got parts, all kinds of not flaps, but wing tips, cowlings, and everything. But there aren't enough of them flying.
How many are left? 3
or 4 maybe that are flying. So we don't dare fly it. We could screw it up and wreck it.
I saw one at Madera this guy had a few years ago, but it never came back.
White.
It was a white one, yeah.
Yeah, well, we gave that guy, burned an engine out, we gave him a new engine for it. It's not a very good airplane, I don't think.
Why is that? Because it's...
Yes, we got a torpedo for it. We're working on too. Got the Russian industry started in the jet business.
Is this, what's the difference between an axial flow, you hear about axial flow and then centrifugal flow jet engines? Is it,
They're much more efficient.
which one is which? Is this a...
This is axial.
Oh, it is.
So you can hit the 425 this afternoon?
No, we're all set.
You don't need to throw on?
No, well, I'm fix some insulation. This is Bud's son and his grandson. This is Alex Caldwell and Dan Taylor,
Nice to meet you.
and the other Alex Caldwell.
All right. How'd you do in the writing?
Oh, not too great. I did I was kind of in the middle. It was a lot of fun though, yeah.
80-foot wingspan. Nimbus 3. Dan, you can't believe what you're looking at.
Long skinny man?
No, it's 80 feet.
Okay, well, we'll...
Dan went up and tried it, but he had a loud instructor that wouldn't let him take the
Well,
stick.
I never could get the feel for it, you know. So.
Well, you just have to do it. I mean, I couldn't imagine flying something like these things.
You get a feel for this real quick.
Yeah, like kind of
The plane's going down, you pull back on the stick and the nose goes up, you know. But anyway, okay, long as one stick. Okay, you want him to finish so you can fly it by the end of the day?
No.
Put it back together so you can fly it, or what?
No. Well,
You don't need it for the weekend anymore?
oh, this is Friday. Yeah, why don't you stop?
Stop and have a stopping place and then have it ready to fly.
Sure, that's right. I'll go up and get breakfast down in the water and something important. I'm going to get it down and wreck it and stuff.
You don't let me fly it hardly at all.
Well, he flies it all the time when you're here. Practically.
Sometimes it flies itself whenever you think I'm flying it, when I think
See,
I'm
we
flying
don't have good communication.
So we go
And he
off
doesn't
to
listen.
the
He's
side,
hard-headed as hell.
And he says, Dan, aren't you going to do something? I says, well, I thought you got it, John.
That happens the gliders too. I've had that.